Hamastu, Namaste, Hotep, Hatep, Shalom, Salem, all the many ways there are out there to simply say the word peace. Begin all thoughts and all actions by using the all. First of all praise is due to the Most High God. No one should ever undergo any great or important undertaking without first invoking or provoking the blessing from their Supreme Being. Welcome back, everyone, to our newest episode/transmission of Studying with the Trefoil Social Club. An introduction to studying, that is. And everyone knows that we begin all our videos off with a little bit of music. And YouTube has all other platforms that we've tried to upload our episodes at, has really been cracking down hard on copyright infringement as far as the music is concerned. And I think it's because we're starting to play the whole song instead of just a little tidbit or snippet. So we're going to get back to just playing little bitty pieces of the song, because even when you listen to music on the radio, they don't play the whole song. They start the song off a little bit already into the song, and they end the song before the complete ending. So we're gonna, I guess, go about it the same type of way. We'll start it off a little bit into the song, and then we'll stop it a little bit before the end. Hopefully, YouTube and all of the other platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and whatnot, hopefully they all give us a little bit of leeway, and it helps us keep getting our videos uploaded instead of blocked and removed. All right, let's find some music, everybody. All right, welcome back, everyone. We're gonna keep all of our music pretty much to that length. We'll do like the first 2 to 3 verses and choruses, and then we'll cut it off. See if it'll start letting us upload it. If not, we'll probably have to just edit each video and then add the music into the background. Somehow, some way, we're going to get it figured out. They're not going to stop us from posting these videos, whatever they try to do. And speaking of ring my bell, if anything that is being discussed and being researched is in any remote way interesting to anybody, then you can feel free to ring our bell, subscribe, and like our videos. If not, you don't have to. The power is entirely up to you. Speaking of power, everyone knows that we don't have any set topic for, our shows. So let's just Google what is power. All right. In physics, power is the rate of doing work or of transferring heat, the amount of energy transferred or converted per unit time. In the International System of Units, the unit of power is the watt, equal to 1 joule per second. Okay. Power, the ability to do something or act in a particular way, especially as a faculty or quality. The capability or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. To supply with mechanical or electrical energy. To move or travel with great speed or force. All right. The right or authority that is given or delegated to a person or body. The military strength of a state or country, especially one viewed in terms of its international influence and military strength. A person or organization that is strong or influential within a particular context. A supernatural being, deity, or force. The sixth highest order of the ninefold celestial hierarchy. Denoting something associated with people who hold authority and influence, especially in the context of business or politics. Used in the names of movements aiming to enhance the status of a specified group. Physical strength and force exerted by something or someone. Let's see if we can get the etymology. There we go. So it's saying that it comes from the Latin word posse, meaning be able. As in, are you able or do you need a cane? Which became the word Pierre, or we're going to say Pierre, the Anglo-Norman French word, which became the Middle English word power. So the root word of power is the Latin word posse, meaning to be able to do something, the ability to do something. So a lot of people say that knowledge is power, and with great power comes great responsibility. Therefore, with great knowledge comes great responsibility, and that's true. Because power isn't information or knowledge. It's your ability to perform whatever duties you need to perform with such knowledge or information. Because knowing is only half the battle. Yeah, you can know exactly where your enemy is located, but what good is that information if you're not going to do anything about it? You might know your enemy's next chess move, but what good is that if you do nothing to stop them? You get what I'm saying? So knowledge is only half of the power. The other half of that power is your ability to do something with or about that knowledge or information. Right? So, speaking of powers that be, let's type in the power of now. Okay? The power of now is a guide to spiritual enlightenment. Okay. Let's check it out, shall we? The book is intended to be a guide for day-to-day living and stresses the importance of living in the present moment in transcending thoughts of the past or future. All right, y'all all right? Author is Eckhart Tolle. Subject, spirituality and psychology. This was published in 97. Okay. Published in the late 1990s, the book was recommended by Oprah Winfrey and has been translated into 33 languages. As of 2009, it was estimated that 3 million copies had been sold in North America. Let's get an overview, shall we? The book draws from a variety of spiritual traditions and has been described by one reviewer as Buddhism mixed with mysticism and a few references to Jesus Christ, a sort of New Age reworking of Zen. It uses these traditions to describe a belief system based on living in the present moment. Its core message is that people's emotional problems are rooted in their identification with their minds. Okay, let's rewind that back and say it again. Its core message is that people's emotional problems are rooted in their identification with their minds. The author writes that an individual should be aware of their present moment instead of losing themselves in worry and anxiety about the past or future. Without going any further, let's not elaborate. Let's just take all this in and process it, okay? The author writes that an individual should be aware of their present moment instead of losing themselves in worry and anxiety about the past or future. According to what this just said, all of your problems, its core message is that people's emotional problems are rooted in their identification with their minds. This is saying that all of your problems that you encounter on a day-to-day basis are your own problems. No one else's. And not only are they your only problem, they're your own problem, right? But you are bringing these problems upon yourself. Yet instead of trying to solve these problems yourself, you choose to place blame elsewhere. You choose to place blame outside of yourself. Therefore, you look for answers to your own problems outside of your own self. I think the real root of these problems is that inside of your own mind, right? You are thinking your own problems upon yourself. According to the book, only the present moment is important, and both an individual's past and future is created by their thoughts. Meaning, where these mental problems are stemming from is your own imagination. You are thinking your problems on you are literally daydreaming yourself into anxiety. You are daydreaming yourself into stress. You are driving down the road and are thinking about everything else except driving, thus why you have a delayed reaction time. You driving down the road still in your mind thinking about pulling over or shooting at or cussing at that person who just did something stupid 5 minutes ago on the road. It's still you still allowing it to constantly replay inside of your head. And as a man thinketh, so shall he beeth. Meaning, the more and more you keep on thinking about this situation that didn't occur, that has not occurred, and the only place that it is occurring is inside of your own head, you begin to make it real by continuously thinking about it. And not only that, you go from daydreaming about what just happened to what you gonna do, or what you was gonna do, or what you thought you was gonna do. Cause you're not doing nothing. You driving down the road still cussing people out inside your own head. But you ain't finna do nothing except keep driving. You see what I'm saying? So you bringing that stress and that anxiety upon yourself. When all you had to do was forget about what happened. It's over with. It already happened. It ain't no taking it back. And stop daydreaming about what could have, should have, would have, and what you thinking you gonna do, because you're not gonna do anything. Thinking about what you're gonna do because of what happened. Listen, those are paths that you don't want to continue to go down in life. Trust me. Okay, you want to stay focused in the present moment. In the present moment, is somebody jumping out in front of your car right now? No. In the present moment, is somebody up in your face, blah, blah, right now at this very moment? No, then it's not happening. It's only happening inside of your own head. But because it's happening inside of your own head, it is happening because you're making it happen. You got to understand that anytime anybody's ever done something what you label as wrong, right? All of these violent offenders and these violent sex offenders and all this other stuff. When you talk to some of these people, right, you will discover that inside of their own head, at the time that they committed these crimes, it was a good idea to them. Inside of their own head. Otherwise, why would they have done it if they didn't think it was a good idea? They convinced themselves that what they did and what they were doing at that present moment was a good idea. But guess what? I kid you not. When you talk to some of these people, you'll discover that while they were doing the things that they were doing in the present moment, they were daydreaming about either past events or future events. And so was the victim. Ask any person who's ever been through something extremely traumatic, they will, end quote, leave their body, right, and view the situation that's going on from an outer body perspective or from a bird's eye view. Talk to some of these people, they'll say, I was pretty much, it was almost like I was out of my body. So there was really nothing I could do about it. You get what I'm saying? Let's continue. And both an individual's past and future is created by their thoughts. The author maintains that people's insistence that they have control of their life is an illusion that brings only pain. The book also describes methods of relaxation and meditation to aid readers in anchoring themselves in the present. So there's nothing wrong with an anchor and an arc. You understand? The only question is, where are you being anchored and arced at? In the middle of nowhere? You choosing to anchor yourselves in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle or what? You know? But there's nothing wrong with anchoring and arcing yourself in the present moment, in the power of now. Nothing wrong with that. There's no more solid foundation. Okay? But if you anchoring and arcing yourselves somewhere that's going to keep you thinking the same exact way, therefore keeping you thinking that you're the same exact way, What you think is going to happen? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. You continue to think about past events. You continue to think about futuristic events. You will be led only to pain and despair. So stop trying to predict the future. The best way to predict the future is to make it happen, not keep on trying to guess at it. The best way to heal your past is to forget about it. Stop thinking about it. Yeah, it happened. I know. We know it happened. Right? And we so sorry for all of the mess that is happening all around the world. We can't save everybody, though. We can't be at all places at all times. If we could, we wouldn't be human. And humans make mistakes. Okay? The only way to heal your past is to stop thinking about it. There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong with going to counseling. There's nothing wrong with booking a consultation. There's nothing wrong with healing yourself. And if talking about it heals, writing it down, talking to a psychologist, a doctor, whoever you need to talk, a friend, an associate, whoever you need to speak to, if talking about it heals it, then talk. Open your mouth. But constantly reliving this moment and time traveling, mentally time traveling back to that moment where this traumatic incident happened, that's not going to heal it. You understand? That's just going to keep on reopening it. The only way to heal a deep tissue wound is to leave it alone and quit picking at it. Same thing with mental deep tissue scars. You understand? You got to leave it alone and quit picking at it. That's the only way that it heals. Right? So write it down, record a video of you discussing it in full depth and detail, and put it in a safe. But stop continuously putting yourself in that present moment that was now then, but it isn't now though. It was now then. So stop living in that present moment and start living in right now's present moment. Because I know that you have PTSD and because of what happened. Right? But is it going on right now though? Stop. Look around, look up, look down, look at your fingertips, look at your reflection. Is it going on right now?